So we're going to be still and know that you are God. Like with Hezekiah, God stepped in and made. Okay, guys, how you doing? How you doing? In my Wendy voice. So we are. I don't know if that'll even help. It's like a little shadow. It's always something. Like there's a little more light like that. Okay, so we are in the car, guys. And we are finishing up because today is, I hope you can hear me with my back turned. Ugh, that hurts my neck. Yeah, that wasn't helping. So we are sitting in the car. We're at the park and we're finishing this shirt for my cousin. His birthday party is about to start, so I am all the way behind. I started this shirt on a line. Ooh. Take my seatbelt off now. We're not moving. Oh, y'all, this neck. I need a massage. Golly. But yeah, so my cousin, we started his shirt, his birthday shirt on a live, and now I was supposed to finish it for today so all the guests can come in and sign his shirt. But guess what? I didn't get it finished. So we got to finish it now. We are less than 2 hours until the party. So I guess I'm just going to talk to you guys while I'm working on this. Let me find that picture. This is the picture, his profile picture he wants. So this is the picture I'm drawing. So I guess we'll, try to turn to the side. I got this rigged up all crazy up in this car. I'm going to show y'all how it look. It look good and crazy. Look, I'm going to pop it up there. But yeah, that's how I got the phone like rigged up. I still ain't got all my little ring lights. My regular ring light broke. That was the one that I had like balancing the phone as I drive. But now that is, I'm gonna have to turn this air up a little bit. I hope it doesn't disturb you guys, but it's really hot in here. I'm so sorry. So let's get to sketching. So what's going on? Like, okay, so we did this shirt on a live. Y'all, please don't make me nervous and make me mess this up. Y'all. If this can stop, I need to screenshot this picture because it keeps popping up. It's trying to tag him. So let me do it from the screenshot. It won't quite let me zoom in, and I need to zoom in and out to see. You know, my eyesight ain't that great. But yeah, okay. So we did this on a live, which his lives are doing really good. I guess I might as well call them my lives too. Ooh, wow, this is a different type of permanent marker. My daughter let me borrow it. So I painted it. I already drew it in with pencil. So now we're trying to draw in the face. Now with the marker, you got to be careful because you can't fix it as much with marker. Like, it's kind of permanent. I mean, you could try to do things to try to make it fix. I hope this is not going to keep timing out. It is. But yeah, so we did that. I just got my Ashley Says So video. What I did was on my channel, well, my cousin's channel over there, we honored Miss Ashley Says So. Y'all got to check her channel out. It is so cool. She talks about old Hollywood scandal, you know, and all the tea of yesteryear. And it took us 2 lives. So I was drawing her while we were reviewing some of her pictures. This is really annoying. My phone keeps timing out. So I was drawing her as we were reviewing some of her pictures. And it took 2 lives to actually finish the drawing. I showed y'all the drawing the last time. It is over here in my back seat. I can show y'all again. Ooh, let me reach it. This one. Yeah, it took me 2 hours to finish it. So, yeah, what I did was I put it on fast forward so you could see the full setting, the full sitting of painting it, drawing it. So I think that was pretty cool. I got it in fast forward mode, and as I was doing so, I was talking to you guys, letting you know a little bit about her, a little bit about Project Reach the World, which this is Project Reach the World, but now I'm doing it with YouTubers and stuff like that. You could be the next YouTuber to get a Project Reach the World. Who knows who's going to be the next? I think I want to do one of my favorites. I want to do Willie D Live. Y'all ain't checked his channel out. I love that man's channel. He is from the Ghetto Boys, you know, with Scarface, Bushwick Bill. But yeah, I really love his channel. So I think I want to do him and see, will he, you know, respond back. Yeah, we got to get this word out about Marcello. So hold on, let me just get to this because we're running out of time. Trying to get this display to stop timing out. It's so annoying. So maybe I'll try Willie D Live. But anyway, that is uploading now. So that will be out really soon. So you can see me, you know, drawing it. You don't have to watch the 2-hour live to see it. She is so cool. She actually responded back to me on Instagram. That was so nice. So what I told her was when I do finish the picture, I'm going to tag her in the finished product. But yeah, it was she's such a lovely person. It was so nice getting the chance to draw her. And she had her little Aretha Franklin wig on. Yes, girl. So I do want to give another shout out to Free Me Podcast. Yes, y'all got to check that out. That's another one of my favorite YouTubers. I got to do a Project Reach the World for Free Me Podcast. Yes. He is doing some things over there, telling stories that, you know, people don't want to really tell. They, you know, sometimes it's like people are scared to tell the truth. People are scared to have a difference of opinion. Like if you have an opinion that is not so popular, you know, people just don't want you to disagree with them. Like, how can we all agree on everything? Like, that's crazy. I mean, but we should come to, you know, an agreement, like some type of settlement, but we're not going to agree on everything. That would be crazy. Like if everybody agreed on everything, like why can't we have differences of opinions? That's so crazy. But yeah, he's not scared to tell it how it really is. And I love his podcast, his YouTube, everything. So yeah, that could be one. I think I would love. I started Christina Randall and never finished her. I don't know what the heck happened and why I didn't finish. I got sidetracked. But yeah, that would be really great. So what else am I working on? I didn't get the Comic-Con out for you guys yet. I took so much footage at Comic-Con. I mean, not Comic-Con, I'm sorry, MegaCon, that it took a long time to transfer all those files off of my phone. Like, it took a long time. And I literally just yesterday finished getting all the files prepared and together in a folder so that I could easily, you know, edit it. it. So I got, the worst part done. So now it's just a matter of going through it and making sure everything is cool and kosher in the video, and piecing the videos together. So that will be coming out really soon. Look for that this week. The MegaCon vlog. Yes, our first MegaCon. It was fun. If this freaking thing could stop timing out. Back in the day, I used to just go print the picture, and that's like so much easier. Phone keeps timing out, even though I thought I reset it for it not to do that. So the purpose of this shirt, he wants everybody, I think I told y'all that, but I'm not sure. Look at it. It didn't even give me no time. Hold on, guys. This is crazy. Hold on a second. Okay, guys, a whole 10 minutes later, I figure it out. That's so annoying. I had my low power mode on. That's why I couldn't stop the phone from going to sleep. Oh, my gosh. iPhones make stuff so difficult. Okay, so a whole 10 minutes later, and I'm pressed for time to finish this shirt. This is crazy because he wants it, for the guests as they come in to sign his shirt, which is a cool idea. But yeah, so I don't know what I was talking about. I think I was telling you about the MegaCon. I keep saying Comic Con. The MegaCon that I'm editing that'll be coming really shortly. I have gone back to work, so a lot of my videos are coming less and less. Just like if you noticed, if you've been following me, I didn't get out a Throwback Thursday this week or last week. So that's a bit challenging for myself because, one of the most important things to me is this channel and trying to grow and, achieve, something that I set out, which my goal was to get monetized and to be able to, tell Marcello's story to a bigger audience, broader audience. So you can't do that unless you're uploading, but you can't upload unless you're making videos, and you can't make videos if you're freaking, clocking in. You ain't got time for that. And when I get off, my body's like, I'm so tired. So maybe I'll get into the hang of it. I don't know. I'm going to try. All I could do is try. But, what else? Oh, okay. So his birthday is out at the Westgate. I will have a vlog of that coming out. I got a room tour for anybody thinking they want to go chill at the Westgate. It's a really nice resort. That'll be coming out. I also have a room tour of Cabana Bay. We recently stayed there as well, so y'all could check that out. That is a cool place, like really cool place to go if you're here in Orlando, to Cabana Bay. I remember one of Money's birthdays, I actually rented it for her the first time, and she was so excited to go there. I surprised her. I think it was after visitation. She wanted to see her daddy, and then we went on and, she thought we were going home. Anytime he knew a secret, he would not keep it. He wouldn't keep it. He couldn't wait to tell her. So when I was trying to surprise her, he had already told her. Yeah. I just seen her today. She started back to college. So she's stressed out because she's in trigonometry. I had told her I could help her with her homework, but sure, I can't help with no trigonometry. No, baby. So I told her she need to come by tomorrow, so we can go paddle boating, go on some more of our adventures. And she's like, Mom, I don't know if I have time because I have to study. So who knows if she'll be out there. But the resort has a whole bunch of things to do out there. He's having his party today. We're probably going to vlog some of it. Well, record some of it live. but not the whole thing, just some of it, just to give you a little vibe of what's going on out there. Yeah. His channel, by the way, is doing really good. He got 2 accomplishments, which, I'm executive producer over there, so. But yeah, he got 2 accomplishments. Last week he got 1,000 views in 1 week, and then I never got none of those accomplishments, so that's really cool for him to get those. And then he got who is hot? He also got this week he got 100 watch hours in a week. So his channel's growing. This is tricky. This board, nothing is working right. This because we're down to the hour. I should have done this so much longer ago, not the last minute. Last minute always brings so many challenges. But yeah, that's all. Not too much going on. Oh, Monday I do have a they did go ahead and say that I could speak for the delegation meeting, but they gave me a link. So now I'm thinking it's online now. So that totally kind of changes my whole plan, because for the delegation meeting I was gonna make like a sign maybe and try to bring it in. But I didn't know what to expect, because I know some of the government buildings, certain things can't go in. So I wasn't sure if I would be able to get in with my sign. And I would spend all that time making the sign and all of that, and then can't get in with it. So it won't get seen anyway. But now they sent me a link. So I think I'm going to actually speak like via like a Zoom or something like that, which that would be cool, because then I can just draw a picture, like paint a picture, and really I just messed that up, and sit right up under it, sit under the picture, and then complete my Zoom like that. It's gonna get attention. So what I wanted to do for that, I have this picture called Released by an Angel. And it's that picture where the jail bars are being pulled apart by angels. There's angels on either side, and they're pulling the jail bars apart. And then the incarcerated citizen, which it was the person that represented Marcello, he's like pulling his, DLC uniform off as he's walking out those bars. And I drew that for Jazz in the Hills, Pine Hills. It was supposed to be like Jazz in the Gardens, but it was for, our community. And I was trying to, I think that was 2015 that I did that. 15, I believe, 15 or 16. So I'm going to recreate it, but on this big board, which that board really was supposed to be for me to paint a backdrop for our channel, me and my cousin's channel, to sit in the background while we're chopping it up. But I need that board. I need to get attention. So it's called Released by an Angel. So I'm going to paint that much bigger, like a much larger size. When I first painted it, I swore, and this is before all the stuff that Kim Kardashian started doing, the cut 50 and all that stuff. This is pre all of that. I drew the angel, like I usually draw from watching, like looking at something, but this time I decided to just, draw what was in my mind or whatever. And I always noticed that it was so cool that I said, hey, one of these angels look like Kim Kardashian to me. And I'm like, that's crazy. Why would Kim Kardashian have anything to do with justice? Which kind of, I was like, yeah, whatever. But, fast forwarding, it's like that was probably prophetic, because now Kim Kardashian has things to do with justice. Isn't that crazy? And I drew her not knowing that, it's crazy how it fell together like that. It is going to rain. It is going to rain. I can already feel the air revving up, but it feels good. Oh, listen. So you see his face in there. This is not going to be the best picture because I'm out of time, out of luck. But, this is what he wanted, so I got to finish it for him. Marcello is constantly on me like, you didn't finish your mother's picture. I know. And now her birthday passed, so it makes me feel like, oh, well, I kind of missed the deadline anyway. But he's still like every day, are you going to finish your mom's picture? Are you going to finish your mom's picture? Okay. I just got to find the time and the motivation. Because y'all already know there's too much going on in this world. So for me, I have anxiety and I am trying my best to keep my mind on other things than all the non-positive things that's going on in this world. And it's been very challenging for me. It's been very challenging. But artwork is kind of soothing. It's just my artwork. I'm always doing under pressure. I'm always trying to hurry up and do it. My cousin, we went live the other day. He got me. I didn't know. It's crazy. Y'all gonna have to check it out. I'll link it in the description box. It's some scholarship challenge I've never heard of. So he calls me and he's like, Keita, I want to do a live. I'm like, okay. And he's like, yeah, I want to raise money for, my kidney transplant, which we already spoke about that. He's, I was supposed to set up a GoFundMe for him. And I kind of got sidetracked setting up the GoFundMe for Marcello and this and that. Not saying that that's more important, but what I am saying is that I get sidetracked. I have like a one-track mind, and when you try to get me to do more than one thing at a time, I get lost. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So I had I was supposed to set him up a GoFundMe, but he did do a video that we were raising money for his kidney transplant because he does have to come up with a certain amount of money to be able to, stay out of town because he'll be having his kidney transplant in Tampa. So for him to be able to stay out of town and take care of his expenses at home and the expenses in the hotel, he has to raise money. So we already started trying to do that. So he was saying that, hey, let's just go live and talk about it. So now the part that I did not know was that this was a prank. I'm thinking we're actually going to talk about, him needing to raise this money. He's talking, y'all gotta watch it. I'm like, I'm not going with that. If you know anything about this scholarship challenge, you know what he was trying to say. And I'm like, what is you talking about? I don't get what? And he's like, yeah, my cuz have to do this and do that to help me out. And I'm like, nah, baby, I help you out, but I don't help you in that way. What are you talking about? And he just kept saying it until finally he was like, that was a challenge. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I sure didn't know nothing about that type of challenge. I'm going to help you, but I ain't going to help you in that manner, baby. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. But yeah, y'all could check it out. It was rather funny. It's at the very beginning of the live, so I know that live we kind of went for a while, but it's at the very beginning of the live, so you don't have to watch too much to see it. That's the one thing I hate about this marker. I can't erase it. Like, once I mess up, it's pretty much there. I'm trying to get the shape of his face, but I don't have that correct. So now it looks like he got hair on his face. Which at times he do have hair, but in the picture he doesn't have no hair. But we finna roll with it. You got hair today, baby. But yeah. So I don't know what's going on. How y'all holding up? Everybody, our mental health, my mental health, taking a toll. Crazy. We gotta stay grounded in some type of way. Keep praying. Stay faithful. Keep hope. That's the part I'm trying to, be diligent and not losing my hope. We living in some times that just don't feel like it's a lot of hope. I'm struggling with keeping that. Because when I go into feeling like, whatever, there's nothing we can do about things, that's when I start getting depressed. And I'll go into a deep, 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 dark depression where nothing too much matters to me. And I just go through the motions of life. And I don't think I really want to do that. I don't want to go into that state. That's where my, mind goes when I feel kind of hopeless. So it's good that, my YouTube and stuff like that is keeping me focused, my mind off of that. The battle with getting Marcello home, it feels so impossible. So when I feel like, overwhelmed and feel like, it feels like the bad guys won. Yeah, it really do. The injustice won. That's what it feels like. Which is really hard to get justice in our society nowadays. Justice, like I said before, is something that everybody wants, but not everybody wants everybody to have, which is crazy. But that's how the human spirit is. It's a very selfish spirit. The human and us is very selfish, only thinking of ourselves, not too much thinking of others. When we are actually made to depend on each other, we're not islands. We're not, we can't make everything happen ourselves. We need people outside of ourselves. But we're so selfish that we just don't care about others. So we all just suffer. Doesn't that make a lot of sense? We're all suffering just because we won't come together. Crazy, but that's literally what's happening. We are all suffering because we all refuse to come together. And if any moment we could just wake up and come together, maybe we can stop some of the suffering that we're all going through. But we don't want to do that. So, it leaves you without, that's where the messing with your hope comes into play. Because you're thinking, oh, well, we got to depend on everybody coming together, and that's not going to ever happen. But I guess we have to just keep fighting towards that. One day, maybe everyone could wake up and start realizing that we have more in common than differences. Like, stop always wanting to kill and hurt each other over your differences. You may discover you have more in common with that person. Maybe you have 1 or 2 differences with that person. But what if you had 12 to 13 common factors? Isn't that but you're Xing a whole person out because of what you don't agree on. Like, and who's always gonna agree? Like, if people always agree with you, there's something wrong. They're just telling you what they, think you want to hear if they always agree with you. And when people do disagree with me, I don't have no problem. Disagree with me. I am not God. I don't know everything. So sometimes, and then we're not always the same person. We may have a belief system at one point in our lives, and then later you may believe a whole different set of ideas because you've grown and because you've learned new things, and you may have thought a certain way and you realize, hey, that's not really how it is. Like, so don't always mark people off because they believe this and believe that. Like, I don't know. Everybody's striving to be perfect, but yet nobody is perfect. So we gotta start cutting people some type of slack. Stop always pointing the freaking finger all the time. So I'm sure this shirt is not what he expected, but I ain't got time to give him no Mona Lisa or nothing like that. Good enough, it looks like him. It do look like my cuz. But yeah, we gotta learn to love more. Tell people how you feel. Tell them you love them. We can't no longer take for granted that our loved ones are always going to be here with us. Never could, but I quickly learned that when my mother was here one day and gone the next. I did talk about that in my Draw My Life, where my mother went in for outpatient surgery, and she told me to give her a hug. And I was so sleepy, so I got up and gave her a hug, but it was like that. But had I knew that was the last hug ever, I would have been able to give my mother. I would have gave her a hug that I never would have let go. I never would have let her go. I would have hugged her so long that she would have missed that whole surgery. She would have been late, and maybe they would have rescheduled it. But we didn't know. And she was saying, Keita, let me get a hug just in case. That's exactly how calm she said it. But who freaking knew that, yes, Mom, you're not coming back home after your outpatient surgery? So we gotta love one another. Time is out for hate. It's enough hate in this world. We can't continue to spread the hate. We gotta spread the love. Like, spreading hate is gonna continue to divide. Divide and conquer. Please, let me slap y'all. Listen, divide and conquer. When you come together, it's harder to conquer. Stop making it so easy for them to conquer us. Well, I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a freaking artist. What could I possibly know about life? Yeah. So, my arm is hurting. That's a lot. There's a lot of strokes. This is a lot of strokes. But Marcello is keeping me grounded, which is so crazy because I should be keeping him grounded because he's in a worse, position than I am. He has it off worse being in there than I have out here. It's just, I don't know. He knows how to, keep moving. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am definitely not going to lie to you. If I'm down, I'm going to tell you I'm down. If I'm up, I'm going to tell you I'm up. If I'm not, I'm gonna tell you I'm not. I do not lie about how I feel. I tell people how I feel. So yeah, he so if I'm down and depressed, I'm gonna say, hey, I'm down and depressed. I think this marker gonna run out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this hair in because this is too much section to fill in with this marker. So I'm gonna fill that hair in with actual paint. Get some paint and fill that in. But overall, it's cute or whatnot. I know it's not what he was expecting. He got this blue ass shirt. Like if he hadn't got this dark blue shirt, when he told me he wanted it painted, he didn't tell me he was going to get a dark color like this. Because a light color would have actually, he would have been more, you would have been able to see the colors of the skin tone. But now with this, the undertone is going to be this blue. And it's going to show as though he's blue. It's going to give a blue undertone. I got to hurry because I got to go pick up his wings. He always got me on the run. So I'm the one delivering the wings, going to pick up his order and bring it out there to him. So I got to wrap this up so that I can get on over there. I got to pick everybody up, take everybody with me. It's crazy. It never stops. I am nervous about that speaking at the delegation meeting. More and more, I start feeling like, and then we just talked about this. What's the point in talking to these, senators and stuff? Like, what is the real point? Like, do they really feel us? Do they really care? I know it really feels like they don't give two, freaking flops. But there are some that act like they do. But I'm like, do they really? Is speaking to them gonna do anything? I hope it does, but we never know. If it does, the biggest thing I want, possibly, the biggest thing that may come out of it may be that, hey, they see my artwork. They may not listen to nothing my lips are saying, lips flapping. They may not listen to none of that, but at least they'll see this artwork. At least they'll see this artwork. Yeah. Actually, to be honest with you, my art is the only thing that's ever gotten me noticed. People only like me for being an artist. I talk about that a little bit when I talk about being bullied and stuff. When I was bullied, I would always just try to draw. So as long as I was drawing, I wasn't getting bullied. This is a cool idea. Have everybody sign his shirt. I just wish I could have did a better job on it. So, oh yeah, I told y'all that my daughter went back to college. I was supposed to do a first day of college interview with her, but she was like, I'm tired. I don't feel like it. So I didn't get to do that. So whenever she's feeling up to it, I guess she'll let us know how her first day of college was. She is back on campus. Y'all seen that going back to school video that I had with her, and she was kind of telling you some of her thoughts there. I got B Day and Mike too close together. I cannot write. Did y'all know that I have the most horriblest handwriting? I can draw, but I can't write. I write like a school child. But y'all got that beautiful handwriting. And in graphic design, we call it calligraphy because they do a lot of hand drawn fonts and stuff like that. I need to take a class or take me some YouTube videos and kind of learn because I have the worst handwriting. And I remember when I had my little identity theft and they had to check my signature with the bank. They was like, that is not her signature. Her signature has been the same since she came to this bank, which I came to the bank with my mother because my mother, she was so awesome. She set us all up, bank accounts. And even when my identity theft happened and I couldn't get a bank account anywhere, thanks to my mother planning ahead and having us all bank accounts, I still had a bank account. But she was always watching out and always thinking about her children and preparing. So that's how I was able to have a bank account. But they was like, that is not her signature. This girl been signing the same way since year such and such and such. And I was way back in like middle school and elementary. Ain't that crazy? Okay, so here we go. We're done for now. I gotta get these wings. I want me a fish plate. I want some fried fish. I definitely want some fried fish. Okay, so he's gonna have people sign it. So I better sign my signature first. I better sign mine first. Signing the signature for the drawing. And there's that chicken scratch signature. Today is the 28th, so it is 8/28/21. I remember when I was a cashier, when numbers would come up, I would always add them like across. Or I would think of a date, like if it said 1920, not 1920, my bad. If it say like 1992, I'll think back to 1992. Like $19.92, I'll think back to 1992 and be like, what was going on in 92? And this was happening, that was happening. I would always do that, try to correlate. It would be like a numbers game. Or I would add the numbers across. So 8 plus 2, that's 10, plus 8, that's 18, then 19, 20, 21. So today is really 21. 8, 10, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, today is 21. It equals 21. I always played with numbers like that. Yeah. I always wondered, did they mean something? Because for real, my mother's was her, she 19... 7/30/62. So 7/3, that's 10. 6/2. Oh, that's not the one. It was her death date, May 5th, 2016. So when you add that up, that's May 6th. I'm so sorry. The day after Cinco de Mayo. That's 5 and 6. That's 11. 2, 3. Okay, hold on, y'all. 11 plus the 2, that's 13. Plus the 1 from the 16, that's 14. Plus the 6, that equals 20, right? 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, that's 20. And then my birthday was 6/5/81. No, it didn't add. It was something that added up. We equaled the same on, I think maybe it was her birthday. I don't know, but somehow the addition added up. Because I'm June the 5th. That's 11. And then I'm 1981. So 11 plus 1, that's 12. Plus 9, that's going to be 21. That ain't it. I don't know, y'all. Some kind of way, one of our numbers equaled. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, that was just a little numbers game I always used to play when I was bored. Let me thicken these lines up. So I'm gonna head home, guys. It was nice chatting out with you. This video is long now. It's past the 30-minute mark, so I am gonna have to put it into my Premiere Pro software to piece them together. And edit out a couple of parts, actually. Like, people always complain about me being late, but I be the one that have the most to do. I have to help get my sister ready. I have to go pick up my aunt. I have to go pick up the food. He wants me to get a cooler. I got to do the shirt. And it's like when I end up late, they're gonna say, "Oh, why were you late?" Plus, I had to get myself together. Oh, Keita's always late. But the one thing about Keita is never just, doing what Keita needs to do. I be late because I'm trying to do other stuff too. Yeah, I don't just get myself ready. I gotta help my sister. She has epilepsy, so I have to do a lot with her. She can't just jump in the shower and get ready. Someone has to make sure that she doesn't have a seizure, because that has happened in the past. Oh, that looked good. She have got in the shower and then had a seizure in the shower. And the way that she fell in the shower started filling up. And she's like bent over in the shower. And back then, we didn't know that it was happening like that. And, that could have, harm really could have come to her had nobody came in and actually caught, what was happening. Thank God someone always ends up being around when she does have a seizure, and we try to always stay around her, always keep somebody around and in the house with her, constantly watching her, and constantly running in there to check on her. And if she doesn't answer, you're wondering like what's going on. You hear any sounds in the house, you're like, oh my gosh, did she fall? Like, it's crazy. It's kind of nerve-wracking. Just like now, I'm telling you guys now, she gets excited. She gets really excited when she gets to go out. Because me and her, the only thing that I always try to take her as many places as I can. Because it's not a lot that she can do, because she has seizures. A lot of things trigger her seizures. So what we used to love was going to the movies, but then the shutdown happened, so that we didn't quite get to go to the movies as much as we used to. So anytime I can take her out, I want to take her out, like get her out the house. Like, that's crazy. She can't drive or anything. So I always have to make sure anytime she needs something from the store, I'm going to get her what she needs from the store. So it really makes me feel bad. I can just get up and jump in the car when I want to get in the car, and she can't do that. If I want to get away or go somewhere, she can't do that. She can't just get away and go. She can't even just take a shower when she wants on her own. Whew, and that's really tough. But yeah, it used to worry my mother. My mother, she raised, my sister, and like my sister go off to school, and an hour or so after her getting to school, an hour or so after her getting to school, there would be a call that, hey, Chris had a seizure and you need to go pick her up. And my mom's like, I can't, there's nothing we can do about her seizure. She's tried a lot of things, different medicines. She had brain surgery that it actually failed though, and she almost lost her life, having brain surgery. So she tried a lot of things, and nothing has made the seizures any better. They're still sporadic. They still happen whenever. But I do know that a lot of things do trigger seizures, like light flashing. There's a lot of flashing lights. If there's excitement when she gets super angry, or even when she gets super excited, which being out there at a hotel with her family and spending time, she's gonna get excited. Like, it's one time that we went out of town to Chicago, and she was so excited because we have another sister. My oldest sister has MS, so she's not really able to travel, so we would have to travel to see her. And my sister and the two sisters, they have a bond, like they are tight. And my sister was so excited about going to see her and all the family in Chicago that it was like every day she was having a seizure. And it's because of the excitement, the happiness that, and even when my daughter, I think it was for her, we went to the Westgate again, and I brought my sister, and she just kept having seizure, and she was like, it's because I'm so happy. It's so sad. So yeah, so I don't just get myself ready and together. I have to make sure my sister is together and ready. I don't know. Life. That's what we call it. That's life. But yeah, so my mom went through a thing, always having to leave her job to go pick her up, but you can't do nothing. I mean, she has to just have the seizure. You stop her from hurting herself, make sure she's not hitting her head and things like that, and keep her like over to her side so she doesn't choke or anything. But it's not, you can't stop it. There's nothing you can do to stop it. So they would call her and say, hey, you got to get out here and get her. And she's like, picking her up is not even. So she barely was able to keep her job, having to run back and forth. So that's when I came in. I was somewhat like a second mother. Like, to be honest, I had my little sisters, but I helped my mother, raise all my little sisters. And then my sister Chris, when she gets sick, I would have to, she'll, Kita, go pick up Chris. Like, and I'm like, way out there. Yes, way out there. She had a seizure. So crazy. But Chris is going to have a good time today, but we have to expect that it could happen because of the excitement and the overwhelmingness of being around her family and having fun and joy. All right, guys, I'm going to let y'all go because I'm already almost home. It is 4:30. I got 30 minutes to get out that door before that one that I was sitting there painting is going to call me. Why are you late? I told you that you were supposed to be here by then. I told you the day before yesterday about this and that. So to avoid all that, I'm going home. I'm going to paint his little hair in, and then we are done. I think it's cute. Happy B-Day, Mike. All right, guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting your girl, whether your girl is up or down, because y'all know I go through it like a roller coaster. Like, your girl is all over the place. But I see it's some real ones holding me down. So thank you so much. And I am out. It's your girl, Cadillac.
It's your girl, Cadillac.